about 6:17 and time now for what's trending. Avengers Assemble. The new Avengers campus is set to open at Disney's California Adventure this summer. The attraction, based on the Marvel franchise, is Disneyland's latest undertaking at its Parks and Resorts unit. Disney said on Thursday the land will open June 4th, a few months after Disneyland itself reopens on April 30th. Disneyland and California Adventure have been closed for more than a year because of the pandemic. The new Avengers campus will include rides, food, and locales based on the comic book brand. Its premier attraction is called Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure, which is a 3D ride with New York's favorite web slinger. And you guys, this gets me so excited. I'm a huge fan of everything Marvel. Since I was a kid, I loved reading comic books, and I love what they've done with the Marvel Universe and expanding it. So I would, and it's also, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, so I would love to go there and check out that ride too. I'm definitely gonna have to make a trip at some point to do that.
I honestly had to contain myself just now while you were reading all of that because I am beyond excited about this too. Like you, Peter, I have loved Marvel since I was a kid. My uncle actually, he used to collect comics, and so that's how I got into it. And he also started writing them, really cool. And so this is just going to be amazing. I'm also a huge fan of amusement parks, so when this happens, I am making a trip ASAP.
This is a perfect combination of amusement parks and also some of your favorite characters as well. I enjoyed watching Spider-Man and watching any of the recent movies in a while, so maybe I need to catch up on that too. But that's really cool as well, and obviously hopefully as things start to ease up a little bit in the pandemic world, take advantage of it. Sounds like a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll, give little updates over time as it gets closer about, different parts of the park. So I'm really excited for that. But speaking of social media, like most 13-year-olds, Caden Cotnora, he spends plenty of time on it. But on Sunday, his screen time took an unexpected turn. Caden was home in Gilmanton, New Hampshire on TikTok watching 12-year-old Trent Jarrett on a live four-wheeling adventure at his home in West Virginia. Then the ATV flipped, landing on top of Trent. For several minutes, Caden could hear Trent gasping for air and repeating a 10-digit phone number. Caden brought his phone to his mom and his stepdad, who happened to be the police chief in Gilmanton. They reached the boy's family, and within 20 minutes, Trent's parents found him on a trail, trapped under his ATV, struggling to breathe, but otherwise he was uninjured. Both families are grateful that TikTok connected the boys as the clock was ticking for Trent. Caden says he follows Trent because they both love four-wheeling, hunting, and fishing. They've never spoken with each other before, but now Caden says they text every few days. And you guys, this is really crazy because sometimes I'm a little, you got to take time away from social media, but it's really good to see that things like this can come out of it. You never know what will happen, and he saved him from a whole different state just because of TikTok. I know there's a lot of sometimes negative reviews for TikTok, so I think this can help boost them up a little bit.
Yeah, I myself might be in that boat where I'm not a big fan of the social media app. But however, I will say it's really cool and it connects a lot of people. All social media does. And this is so cool. I mean, TikTok, other apps like that too, they connect people with similar interests. And like you said, hunting, fishing, ATVs, they had that in common. And now I'm sure that they're going to continue that friendship from here on out. But it's just so amazing that he was able to help maybe save this kid's life.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate to say he saved that kid's life right there. An ATV on top of him, grasping to breathe. Without TikTok, who knows what would have happened there. And I'm not a big TikTok fan either because usually it's all that dancing and everything that I can never do.
We'll get you one.
But yeah, but otherwise, stuff like that alone is pretty cool. A life got saved there too. And maybe go celebrate it with some guac. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Apparently, that's guac. Dwayne The Rock Johnson and his tequila brand Terramana have launched Guac on The Rock. Their mission is to encourage people to support local restaurants. From May 1st through the 5th, Terramana will reimburse diners for their guacamole purchase, which we all know guac is extra. The guacamole must be purchased with a Terramana cocktail to qualify. And apparently, let me double check that here, May 1st through the 5th. Some reason I did not read that correctly there. So about another month to go for that to happen. And that sounds very interesting. I'm not a guac person, but what about you guys? I think one of you like guac at least, right?
I love guacamole. I want my guacamole on everything. When it's available, I'm getting guac. And I'm always willing to shell out that extra couple dollars or whatever it it is for that scoop of guac on top. It's so good. There's nothing better than homemade guacamole too. So I think this is a really cool initiative. A lot of people out there love guac, and it also helps support these businesses and helps give them a little bit of an extra boost too.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is for such a great cause. I know a lot of businesses, of course, are still getting back on their feet. So it's really cool and a fun way to do it. I mean, who's going to complain about, tequila and guacamole, right? But, since you said you love your guac on everything, Peter, are you that person that likes it on their burgers too? Like, would you do that?
Yeah, with like an egg too, guacamole and an egg. It's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it there before this gets really even more interesting.